Okay, people, today we're doing something different. We're doing a protection training seminar at Elevated K9. We're gonna be getting instructed by some of the best here in Southern California. Chris Sykes just walked in, and then we got Oscar Moore right there. Oscar, I wanna say appreciate it for allowing us to come to this protection training seminar. What should we expect today?
Just different people, different, areas in training. Some people are barely getting started, some people are a little more seasoned, so let's see how it goes. I mean, it's gonna be a bunch of different dogs, different levels. So
any Dalmatians?
I don't think we have any Dalmatians today, but definitely we got some Shepherds, some Dobermans, some Malinois, probably some Pitties.
This is my first protection training seminar, so I'm eager to learn, and I want to expose my dogs to different things. You know, Cisco's doing his thing and Titus is doing his thing, but this is also creating a bond, and I get to be exposed to something different. So guess what? Let's learn.
So everything I start off with my dogs is I kind of take her, let her get it out, let her see people if she wants to see people. This line can be very serious like later on in life, so I'm very big on socialization and my dogs being able to go up to people before they work. So the way I like to start her off just for warming up is I do a little bit of luring. When I'm focusing on like prancing, the dog's head is down. So I don't care so much about the head position when I'm working the prance. So the hand is down low, the dog's head is low, and this helps her move her feet a little bit more. I'm also working her in a right circle. This is gonna help her stride a little bit better. Whereas if you usually walk in a straight line, the prance isn't as good in the beginning, but she's been conditioned to it. So with engagement, I just talk to my dogs, move around a lot, face them, yeah, yes. Now I'm just gonna work on the yes mark a little bit. So I'm gonna snatch the hand away from her, yes. Go back, build up a little bit of drive towards the hand, yes. If I drop food, I don't walk the dog away or stop them from eating the food. I point the food out right away. That way on the next rep, when I'm luring them, they're not thinking about the food on the ground and trying they're eating from my hand and then they're staring at the ground. I just get it over with. So once she's warmed up with this, yes. Smart thing to probably do in the beginning is 1 to 2 barks and reward it and then build up to that, since it's I use it more of as a warm up. Notice when I say yes, I don't come to the dog and give them room service. So I'm not paying them in spot. I say yes because I want them to explode out of position and come to me. I basically adjust the hand to where if her head isn't straight and I'm looking for that spot, good. I'll just adjust the hand. So the first thing is to teach them to focus on the hand. And then from there, they learn that that's a target. You can start to manipulate the head by moving your hand. If she jumps, I'm just gonna tighten up on the leash. Now she's getting bored, so I'll go, yes, nice. So I need to bring her back up and dry because this is getting a little bit boring, too slow for her. So if I need the dogs to come back up, I just go back into a little bit of play. So as a feeding routine, what I do with my dogs is I have the bowl, I drop it, yes. She hears the noise and this kind of activates her. So all of her meals come from the bowl in my hand. If you ever have your dog and you go fix his bowl of food and you usually feed him in the crate, as soon as you get the bag of food and as soon as you're making the food, the dog runs to the crate and is all happy and waiting for the food. Or if you feed the dog in the same place, the dog's gonna be happy to be in that place. So instead of putting the value away from me, I bring the value to where the bowl's in my hand and the dog knows that it only eats from me, so that brings more engagement and a little bit more power. Watch it, watch, yeah. And this is how I built her food drive too. Yeah, that's my girl, yeah, my girl. Get it, mama, yeah, get it, mama, watch him.
So you can create intensity just with the bowl. I mean, they already have this connection to the bowl from when they're babies. So you're basically using it to your advantage just to create more of that engagement. Ultimately, the goal here is to create an active dog, meaning I don't move and the dog is just give me whatever you have. They're pushing you to produce the reward. People work the other way around. They're the ones going, hey, come on, let's go. And then they're being super active. What you want is a dog that you stay there standing and the dog's just being active.
And then the next step would be someone holds the dog back for me. I have someone hold the leash because the dog knows the game with me and not someone else. So now someone is gonna hold the dog for me and I'm gonna create barking, but now I'm gonna bring a little bit more intensity. So maybe I show the dog a bowl and maybe I just stand here and in a threatening position. It's not too much because it's a puppy. I walk away from the dog. Yeah, it's my girl. Yeah, it's my girl. Yeah. You ready? Watch. Watch. Yes. Yes, that's my girl. Yeah, 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 the girl.
Other clubs, they're like, oh, good boy, like they're just waking up, right? And I love how Chris turns into the cookie monster. Come on, good girl.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
brought emotion
they
into
feed
it.
into that.
Yeah, you're bringing emotion into it. Yep. Yeah, tonality is huge with the dog sometimes. For example, if the dog is biting or whatever, and they'll come to pet your dog, and you know they'll come, like usually what people do, they just start petting them all calm. With a certain dog, you might have to do that because he's hectic, but usually you want him like, come on, let's go. Like, you were in a fight, let's go. It's a different type of pet. So tonality and the way you interact with the dog, it definitely matters. So what's he doing right now, right off the bat? What's he doing? He's activating him, right? Okay. I used to do this all the time too. The activation, that cue, you're not gonna have it in trial. I'm just letting you know that right now. You're not gonna have the, so I would work on like a cue that's a little different. Now, what do you guys see right now that he's doing when he marks? What is he doing at the same time, Shane? He's going, yes, yes. It's supposed to be, yes, and the toy should just be there and he should go and grab it. I wouldn't move so at the same time that I'm marking, basically.
I teach my head position and walking separate from teaching a prance. If I want to teach the prance, the head's maybe a little bit lower. This dog can take it though. And I pick up speed, yeah, and I talk to the dog to bring out emotion. But if that's hard, because there's a lot of things to think about at once, I would just go into a stationary position first. I would just let him lick at it here. I would come up, and then I would come back down. Come down, he licks at it, I would come up, come back down. If I wanted to start taking steps, I would just start to walk slowly and make sure the head position is right. And then when I like it, maybe I stop and then I reward him. Good.
And what you're working here too is the rear end awareness too. If you guys see him, like his rear, you want to teach that rear end to move a certain way. So you have to. I knew it. What do you do?
And when you're gonna do your turning, so I'm not just turning my body, but I'm manipulating his head by shifting him out sometimes. So usually the body will turn this way and that will give me space to start to walk this way. So as I'm walking, I'm using this to steer where his body goes as well.
We're doing a protection seminar now, so we did obedience in there. I didn't be a part of that. I just want to give my dogs experience on different decoys. So we're gonna have Oscar Moore doing some decoy work for me. And again, people, I'm not trying to mix up his training, but I want him to get familiar with different decoys and still know what the assignment is. He's ready, man. He already took his poop. He drained the weasel.
He's already biting, like he's pretty good biting big boy sleeve and everything, right? First session, Gerald, I'll probably just give him some sleeve bites, make him feel good.
Okay. Attack! 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 Good boy. Hold on.
Easy. Let him work.
Attack! Attack!
Easy.
Hold on.
Easy.
Good boy.
Run him back that way, okay? Wait up. Okay, wait up. Good. Easy. Good boy. Easy. Take him back that way.
Wow,
A little hectic, like when he bites, he don't know how to just like be calm. Hey! Bark. Yep, hold him there. Don't say nothing. Let him, I'll do it. If anything, you're just gonna tell him to bark when I stand still.
Okay.
Yep. Hey.
Boy.
Easy, Papa. Good. Hold him there. Easy. Walk up your line with tension. So you want the dog to be calm and possessive when he has a sleeve, especially if you're gonna play sport. Now, this is within the sport area that we have here. If we were out of here, we would be working on something different. Like if he was like, hey, like I want personal protection, that's cool. I would tap into that a different way. Chris is a fighter. It was way different how he's gonna approach something outside in the real world than he is in the ring. There's rules, there's everything there. Down him.
Couche.
And just let him hold it. Hey, calm, couche. Let him stay there.
Couche.
He doesn't have to, like you want him to be possessive over it, right? So when you say couché, he has to be there looking at me. Ready? Post up. Ah, good boy. Stay there. That's okay, don't worry about it. Back him up. Right there. Yes, a good boy. Hey. Yeah. Out. Yeah.
Good boy.
Easy. Let him work. Let him work. Easy. Good. Good. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. 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 Make sure he don't bite me if he lets go, okay? Nice, buddy. Ooh, super boy. Nice, man. This motherfucker bites good. He bites hard. When everything is like go, 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 and they don't know how to be calm, in the bite, when things get calm, they don't know how to react. So they get weirded out like, I don't know how to react to this. So I'd rather him be calm, and if the fight comes, he can get, active, but he needs to learn how to be calm. Good boy. Yep. Hold him there. Oh. Ooh. Hold him there. Oh. Hold him there. So he knows the prong as to get him to out, so I'm not going to use that right now. Shake. Yep. Hey. Ah. Oh. Ooh. Walk up your line with tension. Good. Praise him up.
Good boy. Voila.
Good.
Voila. Voila.
Hang him up with the harness. Hang him up from the harness, from the right here. Okay. Hang him up all the way. Go back to your line. Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh, nice, buddy. And hang him up in there calmly. First saber, calmly. Okay. Have him bark at me again.
Watch him. Voila.
Down him. Couché.
Couché.
Good.
Couché.
It's okay, calmly. Couché. Good. Couché.
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 Couché. No.
Couché.
Give him a little pop.
Couché. Couché.
That's good. Down him.
Couché.
Hey, relax, Gerald. There's so much like
Couché.
Like you want him to, it's better if you're, I feel like a broken record because I always say this, but if you have to yell all the time, it's better if you whisper and he has to listen. Rather than you yell, you ain't got you got nowhere to go. You put him in a real fight, you could out him, couché him all you want, he ain't gonna give a shit. It's better right now, like everything calm. Make him feel powerful by you being a little calm. If he has to be looking out for you and coming, he's gonna be worried about me and you. So just let him settle down, couché.
This is good for him. Oscar made some great points. He's a great trainer, and I'm soaking all that in. There's no such thing as wrong as learning more. You can always learn more. We got Tighty Whitey here. So he's 16 months old. We'll see. We're not around with him. No dogs in my camp.
Dobermans are known for like slipping off grips, like on long bites, because they're so fast. And like, unless you really practice a lot of them, like I don't know if it's the speed or grip coordination that doesn't align, but they just fly off the sleeve, so they'll say, oh, he Doberman.
Good boy, voila. Don't say nothing?
Good. Let him work.
Okay.
Good. Walk with me a little bit with tension. Ooh. Ooh. Nice, man. Super. Oof. Good. Good. Run that way, okay? That boy's swallowing that sleeve, bro.
Voila. No.
Yep. Atta
Good boy.
Good. Oof. Oof. Hold him there. Easy. Hold. Quiet. Good. Nice, man. Good boy.
Voila. So does Broad Tighty.
When you're working him, you tell him to down, you say voila.
Voila.
You tell him to bite or bark, he barks, you say voila.
Voila.
Grip, you say, you use that for so many different things. You gotta be specific about what means what. If you're gonna say voila means good, I would say it for obedience or whatever, because later on, you don't want him confused about different shit. Like right now, you put him on a down, voila, he goes into a down, he goes up. So just be a little bit more clear with him with certain things.
That's it.
All right, so one thing you guys see here is if I'm not creating activity and pressure, the dog is like, bro, am I even supposed to be doing this? Like, am I doing? So it's very important to teach dogs to be active, just like we teach them to be active in obedience, we teach them to be active in protection. Like right now, as soon as he gives him that cue, he should pop off without me having to do anything. I should be doing this, and he should be going off on me. Turn him on.
What's it?
Yeah! Good boy. So he's just waiting for me to come back and grab this sleeve over here. Good. Yep. Leave him there. Shake. Yep. Atta boy. Okay. Woo-hoo. I didn't even see it. Good call. No wonder he was low. Stay there. Don't move. Back up a little bit.
Make him uncomfortable. Woo, that was intense. I would like to see more energy with Titus. I mean, he's definitely, I've seen the energy 9,000 times, but I think we should put more pressure on him because he responds to that really well and he gets pissed. I think we need to, it felt like he was a little bit forgiving.
Like, it's very obvious to him that he's used to a certain picture. He knows a certain place where he doesn't act like that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what he was taught. However, you gotta make sure you show him different areas of working, where it's not just one place. Sometimes it's gonna be a harness, sometimes it's gonna be a flat collar, sometimes it's gonna be a first saver, and I'm gonna pop out from behind a car and he's gotta turn on. You gotta show the dog different pictures, and it's on one cue. If I bring my dog out here, I can turn him on him, her, anybody. If I say watch him, he better pop off. And it is not just in here, anywhere. I'll turn my dog to turn on, he's gonna turn on. So you guys gotta make sure you create an active dog versus a reactive dog in any situation.
It's humbling because he's only been in the world 16 months, but he still needs to experience different forms, different styles, different smells, different people, right? And so regardless, that training we did should kick in no matter.
Yeah.
One thing I did see, he still stayed on you and stayed civil. That's good, but I shouldn't have to be patting him on his and say, watch him.
That's another thing too, like when you are behind the dog all the time and then you're not there, like this dog, you might send him into a building to bite it might be a completely different dog because daddy's not behind them, telling them this is how, you know, and he's still young. Like there was, you know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking anybody or their style of training. Everybody got different style, but I'm just saying for me, that's why I like showing the dog different pictures. Here I would, on my puppy, I would already let him drag with the long line into the restroom. Boom, let him bite in there. I'll go in there, praise him up, walk back out again, let him fight again. And then I have a decoy come out, work them, do whatever, and then I take them off. I want to show them a bunch of different pictures, not always the same thing, you know? And now, I also want to pinpoint, like the dog has some really great qualities, like his grips, super nice, the intensity, like there's some really good stuff right there with that dog. So, you know, you got to look at both sides.
I want to thank Oscar Moore
Thanks for
for
coming out,
inviting
brother.
me, you and Chris Sykes,
Yeah.
inviting me to this protection training seminar. This is really good, and it's fundamentals educational.
You got some really nice dogs, man. So thanks for bringing them
Appreciate
out.
it.
We really appreciate that, and we appreciate the platform you guys are giving us. They can find me at OscarMarquez.com if you want to book with me. If I'm not around, you can book with ElevatedCanine.com. That's my business. You can find Chris Sykes. I'm sure you could put his Instagram and everything right there, and he's got his own website, so you guys could check him out. Also, I wanted to, you know, just put it out there. I do have a course coming out, so I'm excited for that, and I know we're gonna have some of this content out there. So maybe we could work something out, put some of the course content even on your page, and you know, get some people a little bit more amped for that.
Tag me, man, like we did Instagram, tag, invite, whatever, blow it up.
Cool, man.
One man helping another. Being sharp, it's still sharp and still.
Yes, sir,
Iron
man.
sharpen irons.
That's right, man.
All right.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Peace.